Welcome back to another Backpage Gaming video. Today we're looking at the road to the knockout, Youri Tielemans. Jack's going to be asking me a couple of questions. I've used him for about 8 champs games, so I've got a pretty good idea of what he's about. Jack, take it away.
So, Robbie, let's get into the review. I'm looking at his card right now on the other monitor, and there's some good things, and there's not some there's some things that aren't so good.
Yeah.
My first question, you know what I'm obsessed with? It's pace.
Yeah.
And I look at this guy, and he's got 78 acceleration and 68 sprint speed, which isn't the greatest.
Yeah.
How does he feel in game? Does he feel, does he play above that, or does he feel a little bit slower on the ball? He's a bit, a bit more like me, a bit more slow and a bit more technical, perhaps.
I think you'd beat him in a sprint. I'll tell you that.
Oh God,
yeah,
that's boys, that is worrying.
He's very slow. He is very, very slow. I don't know. Obviously, 73 is not bad, but
no,
he just feels like so lumbersome or cumbersome, should I
Yeah.
say, when he runs. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. It feels like he's towing a caravan. I don't know. He just feels slow. You'll probably see it in the clips. Like, there's a lot of times, like with the way I play with my centre mids, I'm sort of trying to cut the passing lanes quite a lot. A lot of times he just doesn't manage to get onto the interceptions. It's
basically you want someone that crab walks.
Yeah.
The fastest, as fast as he can, and he just doesn't.
When I've got like Zakaria and Nkunku as my other centre mids, they're insane at it.
Yeah.
He just let the team down a lot in that aspect. He's just not fast enough for me.
We've started the review really well,
Hot
haven't
start,
we?
yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, you can kind of predict it sometimes on cars like that. The pace plates were pretty rough.
Definitely. He's got a plus 10 pace as well in his normal, by the way.
Wow. I feel like he's not that slow. I feel like his car's done him dirty. He's an absolutely quality player.
He's sick in real life, yeah.
Like, he's really, really good. One of Leicester's best players by far.
100%, yeah.
His card is pretty average, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's not done him justice. But yeah, I suppose, Rob, linking perhaps to the pace and him feeling a little bit slow.
Yeah.
Would you say that the agility and balance contribute to that? Because if you look at his dribbling stats, they are cracked.
They're not, yeah. They're not
But
bad.
the balance and agility are kind
agility.
of a bit.
Yeah.
You're a bit. I don't know.
It just makes him
It don't
feel...
put you off, but...
Yeah, he just feels like a little bit stiff on the ball. It's weird because the other ones are so good, but I think you can notice when someone's got a low agility, they just sort of harder to turn.
I think it contributes to stuff. Yeah, I think it's not just the dribbling on the ball. I think it's how they feel to turn and twist and jockey and
definitely
all that. That's how I think. When you've got defenders that've got good dribbling and good, good dribbling stats, I should say.
Yeah,
I feel like you do notice it a little bit. They're a bit more side to side in terms of jockeying.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's not going great.
It's not a great start for old Youri.
I'm going to ask a question, Rob. What did you actually like about the card?
The best thing about him is his passing. I'm sure that's not very surprising. 87 passing, obviously. He's just really good at it. Like his sort of his hold. Like say when someone's holding the ball up, waiting for the striker to run. That's what he's best at. He's quite a big body. He's only got 70 strength, but he did feel stronger than that, which is a good thing about him.
He's got an average body type, so he's got a bit about him.
He just feels chunky on the ball, I guess.
Yeah.
Speaking of chunky on the ball, I don't know if you've come up against that Fofana Player of the Month yet, but he looks like Lukaku in game. I thought it was Lukaku.
Might as well.
Yeah. A little side note there.
Yeah. In terms of Tielemans, I think he's one of those cards where he could be. There's only a few stats holding him back.
Yeah.
He reminds me of a really random comparison, but of that FUT birthday Thiago last year. Who had his stats were cracked, but he had a terrible pace split.
Yeah, he had like 90 acceleration, 70 sprint speed or something.
Something shocking.
Yeah.
And it made the card really, really unplayable for me.
Yeah.
So you're playing 4-1-2-2, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
Where was he the CM then, or was he CDM for you?
Yeah, I'd use him as a left centre mid.
Do you think he might have been better at CDM?
No.
With him. Fair enough. I'm just thinking, like maybe the bit more deliberate about his movement. He's a bit stronger. Like you say, he's got a bit of beef about him. He doesn't have to track about as much.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, but again, I use Zakaria there at the minute, and he's insane. I didn't want to swap him. He's got 86 pace.
Yeah.
If I put this man in, I'd be like, who invited
too.
this man blood? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm just thinking that because I've got Tonali at the minute.
Yeah, you want some
fast
in CDM, I think, really.
I'm just looking at the comparison. I don't know why you'd go for Tielemans, really.
No.
It's a shame though, because he's almost there, bless him.
He's
almost there.
78 pace.
Yeah.
But like, you know what's annoying? They've upped his pace by 10 because obviously they've looked at it like no one's going to use a card with like 65 pace.
Yeah.
But they've only upped his shooting and passing by 1, which is like...
Yeah. It's a very strange upgrade from his normal, isn't it?
Yeah.
You would have thought they should have upgraded his pace up to like 80 or something.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, upgrade that sprint speed. Just literally give that sprint speed 78.
Yeah.
Give him like another 10 agility or something. Yeah. And you've got a card that challenges the meta. I think too much now in FIFA, in this FIFA specifically, the meta is so small. It is so small.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're just not seeing different players being used, really. You see Marquinhos, Kimpembe, Mendy,
Varane.
Hakimi, the PSG boys.
Yeah.
And then like maybe a Premier League attack occasionally. Make these cards challenge them.
Yeah.
It's not difficult. And to be fair, it is a live card, and
they're not doing great though.
They're not doing great, are they? I knew that. And you'd think, yeah, they had a pretty rough time, didn't they? Jeez, I'm just looking. They lost against Legia Warsaw. They squeaked against Spartak Moscow, and they drew with Napoli. So the next games, Rob, they've got Spartak at home, Legia at Warsaw, and Napoli away. That's
not easy games.
They're tougher than they look on paper, and I can definitely see this card.
No, they didn't. That was Everton. I was going to say they lost 5-2.
I can just see this card not getting upgraded.
I can see it not getting upgraded as well. Yeah, definitely.
He's got, I suppose, one thing, Rob, that he has got good is 4-star, 5-star. But
yeah, I was going to touch on that. Yeah.
Is he the type of card that he doesn't really get to use it? He don't really get to showcase it due to the inconsistencies that we've already spoke about.
Nice to have the 5-star, for the passing. His through balls are really, really good. But other than that, you're not really going to shoot with him much. He's not fast enough to get into the attack. And one thing I will say, obviously, I can't do this review without mentioning the centre mid that I had before him, Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah.
Head and shoulders above him. Head and shoulders. He's There's only a 50k difference, which that's one set of weekend league rewards.
That is outrageous. The fact that Kevin De Bruyne is 90k.
If you're looking
90k,
if you need a Belgian centre mid in the Prem, just get De Bruyne. Just don't get this man. I know this is probably like my first negative review of the year.
I think it is, yeah.
But De Bruyne, I found myself Tielemans as well. 82 stamina, gets a bit knackered. Found myself bringing De Bruyne in about the 70th, and he won like 3 games for me getting goals off the bench. De Bruyne is
a hugely important position, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think if we were the only other negative review that we would have done that I didn't actually record clips for was Isaac. I really didn't get on with that card, and sometimes when we are thinking about reviewing cards, I find it difficult to want to review cards that I didn't like. I'm like,
I know what you mean. Yeah, you don't.
It's strange, isn't it?
Like, we don't want to come on here and be preaching all the time saying
and just shit on this guy.
They're amazing. Yeah, we have to have sort of like the balance. We have to
definitely
let people know.
That's the thing. In all reviews, we try and pick cards that look good.
Yeah,
like, you're not going to use a card that looks shit. Like on paper, there's Tielemans. He could be a really solid centre mid CDM that kind of is a bit slower, but he can control the game really well for you. But obviously, with the lack of dribbling and that, he's just a bit. I don't know. I can see why he could be good, but I can see why you don't like him, Rob. I think that's a fair assessment.
De Bruyne for 90k, Bruno's like 40 as well at the minute.
It makes it hard to recommend.
Bruno's the same price as him.
Yeah.
I can't recommend this Tielemans when Bruno's that cheap. I can't do it.
Definitely. So why don't you take us through the end card, Rob? I'm intrigued.
Yeah, it's not a staggering one. 6.5 out of 10 I've gone for.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably pretty generous. That's based on his passing and his skills on weak foot, really.
You think if he only had like 3-star, 3-star, he'd be like a 5 or something?
Yeah, if that. His rating, I've gone for a 6.
Yeah, he's alive. Technically, he is still alive. So, you don't know. Leicester might pull a few results out of the bag.
They could do,
He might have become a 88 or something.
With the market at the minute, it's hard to give special cards that don't quite cut the mustard a good value when you've got players like Bruno, like De Bruyne, even Pogba maybe, that are not much more expensive. It's just not easy to do. Like Goretzka's less than 100k.
It's just nuts. The amount of options that there is, it's both a good thing and a bad thing.
It is, yeah. But yeah, Kevin South went for a shadow.
It's got to be anti, really.
Gets his pace up, doesn't it? And he still fell slow, so I suppose that says it all, really. Links, I've gone for the man De Bruyne, obviously.
The boy.
Yeah, gets a strong link to him. Unbelievable. If you want to see a review, actually, of De Bruyne, who I absolutely love, let us know down in the comments, because I can do that. Also gone for Ricardo Pereira, who I actually used in my team with him. Gets a strong link at right back. He's pretty solid as well, Jack. I think you've used him, haven't you?
Yeah. He's a right back. Do you know what I mean? He's a right back. He does his job.
Turns up, does his job, goes home. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all right.
And then the other one I've gone for. Go on.
You don't have every player doesn't have to be a world beater in your team. If they do the job well enough, just kind of like ignore the fact that they might not be the most expensive. If they're doing the job and you don't need to spend coins on them, don't.
Yeah. If you don't notice a right back, that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. They're doing a good job.
And then the last one I've gone for is Carrasco. Just get the Belgian link in there. You can also go with like the Llorente route then as well, who is supposedly the best centre mid on the game, I've heard.
He is. He's definitely up there.
Yeah.
He's really, really good.
Yeah, I think that about covers it. Any other questions?
No, mate. I think that's it. Like I say, we don't like doing these negative reviews, but occasionally they do have to come, so don't waste your coins on this guy.
Yeah.
But please watch the vid. Please drop it a like. You know, it's a funny little thing, but drop a like, drop a sub. I've been Jack.
I've been Robbie.
And we've been Backpage Gaming. We will see you in the next video.
See you later.